Hello, friends. How are you? How's things? How's life? How's your world? How's stuff? How was your weekend? I'd love to say mine was great. It was not. Today wasn't great. We're whatever's happening with Violet is just so overwhelming and so frustrating and so you know it's sad. It's sad. It's sad is what it is because I know she's in pain and I know she's hurting and I know the doctor gave us medication to help with that. And I thought after the first day how well it went that we were like, oh, we've got it. We're gonna figure. We're gonna keep giving her this medicine. Everything's gonna be okay. And then within 2 days, it was like, nope, back to just screaming her head off. And I know it's reflux and I know it's pain and I know that she doesn't have any control over it. And she's a 3 month or 2 month old infant, but it's so freaking overwhelming and exhausting, and it's really hard not to get mad about the situation or upset, and then you feel worse because you're mad at a baby, who has no control over the situation. It just sucks. It's so freaking frustrating. Malia was up with her last night, so I had to work today, of course. She starts screaming and whatever. After work today, I said, Malia was trying to get her to go to sleep because she was like, I'm exhausted. And I was like, why don't I take her up to her room, and I try to get her to sleep while you go take a nap. And she's like, if you want to try that, sure. And I was like, yeah, I do want to try that. So I got her upstairs, and I did eventually get her to take a nap. It took about a half an hour, but she fell asleep. She slept on me for 45 minutes, and then she burped, and it was a wet burp, and then immediately just screaming her head off. And I know exactly what it is, right? I've burped before. I know what that feels like, and it's just it's just so overwhelmed and frustrated and tired and sleepy and mentally exhausted, physically exhausted, and it's just there seems to be no end to it. Called the doctor, like, what do we do in this situation? And there's just like, I don't know, just keep giving her the medicine. You really can't, she's 2 months old. It's not like we can just go give her a Prilosec or something. Like, that's not safe. There is nothing really, and it's just so freaking frustrating. The idea that this could go on for the next year, I don't know, is just like, I don't think we could. I think we'll break if we if we have to. Like, I don't think we could do it. It's just it's horrific. It's really sad. It makes us both feel just so emotionally drained because we care so much for this little bundle who can't tell us what's wrong, can't tell us that it hurts, can't all she can do is scream, and you can't, like, trying to get her to shush is impossible. Like, she's in pain. She's not gonna, I'm exhausted. It's late. It's already, I think, 6:30 or something like that when I'm recording this. So I don't really have much else to say. I'm just overwhelmed and I'm frustrated and I'm flustered. And I did get to play music this weekend at least. That was one positive thing. I played back at my bandmate's house, which meant that I had to get my old amp back together. I thought when I tore my amp apart, it was going to need some capacitors because it's 30 years old and it was like cutting out. I tore it apart. I found no bad capacitors, so I don't know what was wrong with it. I don't know if maybe it was overheating or it's possible that one of the potentiometers was going bad or something. So I just, sprayed some deoxit in all the pots and worked them, put it back together, took it to his house. We practiced. We rehearsed yesterday for about 2.5 hours, I think, or maybe just 2 hours. And it worked fine. So maybe it was just a bad pot. I don't know. All I know right now is I feel useless and helpless with the baby. She wants her mom for comfort. I get that. Hopefully, she has another appointment on Wednesday to reweigh her. Oh, hopefully, if nothing before then changes, we can figure something else out. Because it doesn't seem to be getting better. It's not worse. I mean, I guess it's a little bit better. Like there for a few days last week, it was every like couple hours this was happening. Now at least it seems like at night with the medicine in her at night, she seems okay. During the day is when it's it's just freaking it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. All right, I'm gonna stop talking about it. I'm sorry that there's not much else to talk about. I'd love to hear from you and know what's going on in your world and have something more interesting to talk about for later episodes. But I appreciate you being here and checking in on me and just being my friends. It helps a lot. This helps a lot. This is very important to me, so I appreciate that. Please like the video. If you're new here, please subscribe. Do this 5 days a week. We've been growing lately, and I want to keep doing that and see where we can take this thing. Thank you. I will see you again tomorrow. Today's 1,000 plus little things happy, successful people do differently. We have been learning 12 relationship truths we often forget. Number 11, small gestures of kindness go a long way. Honor your important relationships in some way every chance you get. Every day you have the opportunity to make your relationships sweeter and deeper by making small gestures to show how your appreciation and affection. Use your voice for kindness, your ears for compassion, your hands for charity, your mind for truth, and your heart for love. You have the power to improve someone else's day, perhaps even their whole life, simply by giving them your compassion and kindness. Do it. In personal life, like this is something that when my wife and I were new to each other, like I would leave her little notes and stuff in like her snacks and her lunch and her car and whatever. And was it love bombing? Maybe I was trying to win her over, but also it was important at that point. Because, you don't understand when you're young and meaning young in a relationship. I wasn't young; she was young. That there's gestures like I cook dinner every day for you. That's a shows appreciation. That shows like, hey, I appreciate you. I'm gonna take care of you. Your health or whatever. And those things don't stand out when you're young. You're looking for the special moments. But as we age and mature in a relationship, we're 7 years into this thing, you start to recognize that those little things are important and they're meaningful. And it doesn't take a whole lot to just tell somebody, hey, I very much care about you and I'm doing this small thing for you. And it doesn't always have to be said.